Okay, you're welcome. Sorry about the first video. Okay, sorry about the first video. Um, so my David, I was trying to check this. I want to do this using the horizontal distance. That is why. So I have to use this to be sure I got what I wanted. I'm sorry. I just have to do this. Okay. Yeah. So I want to be sure I got what I wanted or what I've been trying to. So in this particular video or live stream, we'll be discussing several things like I'll be discussing a lot of things. Yeah. So we'll be solving some past questions. We'll be solving some past questions and then we'll be answering them as well. Okay? So starting with the first one. So the first question says, express 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 and I feel 0.0462 in standard form. Okay. Express 0.0462 in standard form. All right. Now, let's do this together. These are the options. Option A, we have 0.462 times 10 to the power of minus 1. Then option B, we have 0.462 times 10 to the power of minus 2. Option C, 4.62 times 10 to the power of minus 1. Option D, 4.62 times 10 to the power of minus 2. Now, these are our options, okay? These are the options given to us. So the first thing we need to do here is to solve this, okay? So to do this, first of all, when you want to express a number in standard form, always remember the rules that you are supposed to apply, okay? So the rules are just one rule, that for a number to be in standard form, that number has to obey this rule. A times 10 to the power of n, okay? A times 10 to the power of n. Now, your A, 1 has to be less than or equal to A, which is less than what? 10. Your A has to be between 1 and 10. And that simply means that your A is 1, 2, 3 to 9. That is the meaning. So your A cannot be 10. Okay? Your A cannot be 10. Therefore, what we'll do next is what? we need to look at this particular question and we need to make sure that we express it in terms of a times 10 to the power of n, whereby our a must be a number between from 1 to 9. Okay? So this is exactly what we are going to do. So first things first, we'll write, put your decimal point between the first and the second number. Yes, the first and second number 0 digits. That is the first thing you need to do. So we are going to write this as 4.62 and that becomes our A. You can see that 4.62 is between 1 and 9. So we can call this our A. All right. Now times 10 to the power of, so our n is what? Let's write the equation, the number first, 0.0462. That is what we have. Now we put the decimal point here, meaning that we shifted the decimal point from here to this place. So we shifted it 2 times. So it simply means that our n is going to be what? 2. But it's going to be negative 2. All right? It's going to be negative 2. And that is because we shifted this decimal point to the right. So anytime you shift the decimal point to the right, then it has to be negative. If you shift your decimal point to the left, then it has to be positive. Okay? So because we shifted this negative point to the right, it's going to be negative. All right. Then that means the answer is 4.62 times 10 to the power of minus our solution. Yes. So the right option is option D. Okay. Now let's solve another question. Let's solve another question. Now this question says, let me increase the view. Hmm? Sounds so funny ever since, and that is me. Meeting happen. All right. The second question is, now for the second question, number 2, the question says the population of a village is population of a village is 5,846. So the question says express this number to 3 significant figures. Express this number to 3 significant figures. Now these are the options. Option A, we have 5,850. Option B, 5,846. Option C, 5,840. Option D, 5,585. Okay, so these are the options. These are the options. Now, let us do this together. First of all, to express this in significant figure, three significant figure, we have 5846, and here we have four significant figures. Okay, we have four significant figures. Now, these four significant figures, they want us to leave the answer in three significant figures. Now, when you have this, you have the first significant figure, second, third, but we will not throw this 6 away. All right. So we need to check this 6. Is this 6 up to 5? If yes, if this 6 is up to 5, then we are going to call it 1 and add it to 5. If it's and add it to 4. If it is not up to 5, then we are going to ignore it and call it 0. Okay? So because it's up to 5, we are going to call it 1 and add it to this. So if we do that, we have 585. Then we replace this with 0. So our answer becomes 5850, which is option A. All right. Now, the third question. Let us solve the third question. So the third question says, simplify. You are asked to simplify 1 over 4 raised to the power of minus 1 whole number 1 over 2. So that is the next question, that we should simplify 1 over 4 raised to the power of minus 1 whole number 1 over 2. Okay? So to do this is easy. The first thing we need to do is remember our exponential laws. Now, this exponential law states that x to the power of minus a, or let's say a to the power of minus x. Let's use this. A to the power of minus n is equal to 1 over a to the power of n. Okay? A to the power of minus n is equal to 1 over a to the power of n. Now, what do we do? It means that if we want to change the negative power of a base, that we need to take the inverse of the base. That is what the law is saying. All right? So we need to take the inverse of 1 over 4 in order to remove the negative sign on our base. Now, the inverse of 1 over 4 means we write 4 on top and bring down 1. So it's going to be 4 over 1. And 4 over 1 is the same thing as 4. All right? So we have 4 to the power of, once we've taken the inverse of this, we are going to remove the negative power. So it becomes 4 to the power of 1 whole number 1 over 2. Okay? All right. Now, this is equal to 4 to the power of 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. So we have 3 over 2. All right. Now, remember another law of exponents that states that a to the power of m over n is equal to the nth root of a raised to the power of m. Yes, that a to the power of m over n is equal to nth root of a raised to the power of m. Now, if we should apply that to this, it means that what we have is equal to the square root of 4, because 2, whenever you have 2, this is square root. If you have 3, that is cube root, okay? So we have square root of 4 raised to the power of 3. Yes. Now this is equal to 2 to the power of 3, and this is equal to 8. So it means that 1 over 4 raised to the power of minus 1 over 2 is equal to 8. As easy as that. All right. Now, let us solve another question. So, in this question, we are asked to, for what value of y is the expression y plus, okay, let me write it out. So this question says, for what value of y, okay, I think I'm going to stop here for now. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.